Hi there, this is Mark, and I'm with Rob and Steve, and we're actually here at Ruth's Parkside Cafe. We just had dinner with my mom, and we are sharing the reading from the Golden Present Daily Inspirational Readings by Sri Swami Satchidananda. Rob and Steve, I met in my building at 1209 Main Street, Cincinnati, Ohio. We just realized it was 1990.
We were 12.
You were 12. Right.
It was
That
a
would've
couple
made
years
me-
ago. Yeah, all right. We would go there.
But I was, what was my, your apartment 5?
4.
4?
I think
I think
so.
I was 7. I don't know.
You were below us.
But was I below?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I was above. And then above me was Marta. No?
It might have
Does
been.
that matter?
Long time ago.
We
But
ended,
since
ended
then-
up getting a cat from him at that same
Oh,
time.
that's right,
So,
LB.
yeah, we shared a cat.
So I'm honored to get to share this reading with them, and
We're excited too.
today is April 26th, and I'll read the topic, and then they'll do the reading. The topic is nice, soothing stories.
The parents should make the children forget their worries by telling them some nice, soothing stories. Something with which they can go to sleep. Something that will help them have peaceful dreams. That's what bedtime stories are for, so that children won't have anything disturbing in their minds.
The story should be something like this. Slowly, the child gave herself into the hands of God. God put her on his lap. He gently rocked the child and sang a beautiful song. Softly he said, "Sleep, baby. Sleep, sleep, sleep." The baby was soon sleeping, and it should be soft, sweet story. The child will imagine that there is a baby resting in God's arms, and God is putting the baby to sleep. And he will listen to that story, and when the baby in the story falls asleep, your child will fall asleep too. How sweet.
It's sweet. It's an unusual one for.
Is it?
It feels like it. It feels like it just was such a sweet story.
I think it's kind of a interesting synchronicity. We just did a restorative yoga class on Sunday, and it was about taking a purposeful pause in our life to really make sure that we take time to rest. And whether we're talking about a child or an adult, we do need to sleep. And we need to sleep without a bunch of stimulation, and we need to rest deeply so that we can experience our lives. So I thought that was just a couple days ago. So I loved that part.
Well, I like the part that you brought up, that it's also for adults, but not just thinking of it for the child. But that's so much a part of restorative yoga, so much a part of all of yoga classes, to have that practice at the end, not of sleeping, but of that shavasana.
Yeah.
To find that way to deeply rest, because so much of our life is so stressful. So much of life is filled with all these distractions, attractions, whatever they may be, and to be able to disengage and to feel that we can go into this deep, soft place, so imperative.
Yeah, and actually, deep, restful sleep or deep, restful relaxation when you are awake is actually better for you than actual sleep, because when you sleep, you dream, and your dreams can actually enhance your heartbeat, increase your lung capacity, whatever. So it doesn't have to be as restful as when you are conscious and being aware of being at rest.
And I mean, that's really why Shavasana is so important in a practice. Never skip Shavasana. We all tease around about it being the favorite pose, but that's when everything that we've done in our practice comes together. And it actually comes into our heart, and it actually helps our whole sense of well-being. So relaxation is really underrated. It really is. From massage to stretching to even exercise, which is good stress on our body, relaxation is so important for us to make sure that we get, because it really helps us to balance things out. We were talking over dinner, we just happened to be talking about the gunas of Rajas, Tamas, and Sattva. And to really get to that sattvic state, sometimes we need all of it. But we do need to make sure that we get to a place where we can rest peacefully.
Yeah, it's a way of practicing and honoring that part of ourselves so that it brings the balance that is required to get in contact with our parasympathetic nervous system, not just to think our sympathetic nervous system is the only productive part of our being, but that balance with the parasympathetic nervous system, which, like you were talking about, tapping into that in a conscious way, not just having or assuming that sleep is going to take care of us.
Right.
For all of us that have these really active, busy lives, sometimes a conscious practice of meditation, or I think too in a lot of yoga classes it's underemphasized how the restful part, the shavasana part, is really crucial to integrating all that just happened. And how much do we tend to think with this mind of progress and of accomplishment that we don't have room for all that, but have to make room. We do, because that's what keeps us healthy through our entire life, is balance. And as a yoga teacher, I would be like, oh, Shavasana is going to have to get shortened because I have to get through all this vinyasa, and I want to get their heart rate up, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. Make them feel like they did something.
But now, even more, because I see people come in already stressed out, and the movement helps them, but to really relax deeply. Like you said, now I start off intentionally with meditation, whether it's some kind of chanting or breathing, and I make sure that Shavasana at the end is really deep and long enough to go with the class that I just taught, because it is really the most important thing. We have to learn to relax in our lives. So make sure you get massages and you breathe and you do meditation. We're giving you permission to do that, okay?
But what about the dream thing in there? So that your child has good dreams.
Well, I think like what you said, Steve, you said that it can be better for us to actually be consciously awake, because our dream state, if it's fearful, can snap in the sympathetic nervous system, and we can get just as stressed out. We can get chased by a bear in our dream, which still releases all those hormones like cortisol. So if your child, us being the children of God, if we sleep peacefully, then we're going to dream of things that will help us to relax. Like Steve and I have this, we call this the mudra. Smile mudra, because everybody do this. All right, you ready, Mark?
I'm ready.
We're going to teach you smile mudra. Put your hands together like you're going to do namaste. Now take them over to the side, and now put your head down. See, you smiled, right? You can't help but smile. That's smile mudra. And now you can think about sleeping deeply, right? So going into that sense
versus watching some TV show late at night that stirs up the mind. There's so many programs that do that agitate, or even just the thrill. We feel like we need that last bit of a rush before we go to bed, or we're in bed checking the last bit of emails, or we're having this big snack before bed. All this stuff that we think finishes off the day actually could be creating that little bit of disturbance that prevents that soft landing in our sleep and in our dreams. So what can you do to honor the child in you, or to put yourself to bed that creates that soft landing?
What's your lullaby? What puts you to sleep at night?
Are you guys going to sing a lullaby?
I don't know.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. These guys sing amazingly, so I thought, let me see if I can find a way.
Just a second. How about just one verse of the Annie Lennox song? Underneath your dream-lit eyes, shades of sleep have driven you away. The moon is pale outside, and you are far from here. Sleeping shifts your careless head, untroubled by the chaos of our lives. Another day, another night has taken you again, my dear.
And you know
that
I'm
gonna be the one who'll be there when you need someone to depend upon. When tomorrow comes, wait until tomorrow comes, yeah, yeah. Oh, when tomorrow comes, wait until tomorrow comes, yeah, yeah.
There you go. Go to sleep.
Go to sleep. We actually have a whole audience here out on the patio. Thank you all for
That's
watching.
your lullaby for tonight.
Thank you guys so much.
Mwah.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Sleep tight.
See you tomorrow. Bye.